All right, let's see if we can't speed up this tutorial. This is 5.4 from 7th grade, the advanced or accelerated. So the concept here is we're solving proportions using multiplication. It's cross multiplication. This is a concept that was probably learned in 6th grade or 5th grade. We're just revisiting it for under the context of actual just proportions. Before, maybe it was just fractions. So when you cross multiply something here, as they are doing, notice how they multiply both sides by 21. Actually, even not even cross multiplying, you're just solving for x. If I multiply by 21 here, like they've done, all I do is cancel out my 21 over here, and I've got x all by itself, and then I can solve it. So that is the key concept, just over and over, solving for x and balancing your equation, so to speak. So here it is again. All I need to do is multiply times 8. And I will have, because when I multiply times 8, then they show you here, oh, they do it another way. They solve proportionally by cross multiplying, which is also an interesting thing. I still have to solve for x. Notice how I've multiplied straight across, and we've got the x and the 10 and the 8 and the 7. And then I have to divide by 10 to get rid of that inequality or whatever, so I isolate x by itself. Same thing over here on example number B. And okay, then real life application. What else are we going to need to know here? This is really important. Oh, this took me forever to understand. Now we're crossing out where we have measurements that are the same. See, we have miles and miles. So when we multiply this, we have taken out 1.61 kilometers is equal to 1 mile. So then once we cross that, or we can cancel out these miles, and then we just have 100 of these 1.61 kilometers, and that gives you that answer. So that's basically all that is. And here's another way of showing it right here. So this is kind of cool. So they've given us tons of extra stuff. So this is just another way of doing the cross multiplying. Also could just use, they did the cross multiplying, or you could use example number 1 where you times both sides by 100 and it would come out the same thing. So because 1 times x is 1, still doesn't change anything. Okay, when we go to do some of the problems here, remember that what are 3 ways that you can solve a proportion? Remember, this is in the examples at the beginning. You can solve, well, there's quite a few ways you can solve. And it was as easy as reading what the ways are to solve. And probably lesson 5.4 on page 188, example number 1, it says solve using multiplication. So this is for number 1. I'm having issues writing here. So I'm not going to write for a minute. I'm waiting for my pen to charge. Okay, and then the other one is cross product property. And it says 3. Well, what would be my third one? It would be multiplication, property of equality, and the cross product. And mental math. Nobody's going to think of that one. Mental math, that's the third one. Does it say that somewhere? Oh, it does. Look at that. Method 1, method 2, method 3. Key idea. So easy. Okay. Open-ended. Which way would you choose to solve 3x and 6 over 14? And you just choose one of those 3. There isn't a correct answer. You just say why you would choose so you have to come up with your own solution for why you would choose that. Number sense this is number 3. So I think I'm not going to go into all of this too much. This is really a pretty straightforward chapter. I will wait and see if there's some specific problems that we struggle with on it. I'm just looking through here. Remember, these numbers here are telling us what part or what example it's using, and to figure it out.